When you eat food that contains carbohydrate, it's broken down in the stomach and digestive system into glucose, which is a type of sugar. We need glucose from food because that's what gives us energy. Carbohydrate-containing foods are things like starchy foods, sugary foods, milk and some dairy products, and fruit. This glucose then moves into the bloodstream, and the body detects that the blood glucose level is rising. In response to that, the pancreas, which is a little gland that sits just underneath the stomach, starts to release a hormone called insulin. And it's insulin that helps our body get the energy from the food we eat. The bloodstream then takes the glucose and the insulin to every cell in our body that needs it. The body functions best with the blood glucose at an optimum level. It doesn't like it if the blood glucose rises too high. Normally, there's a cycle within the body which balances out the glucose and the insulin level, and this is achieved by the food you eat, the pancreas, and the liver. However, in some people, the system doesn't work properly and they develop diabetes. There are two main types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2.
The two major types of diabetes are called type 1 and type 2. Until recently, type 1 was known as juvenile diabetes because it was most commonly diagnosed in children and young adults. Type 1 diabetes occurs when virtually all of the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas have been destroyed. Everyone diagnosed with type 1 diabetes must take injections of insulin every day in order to survive.
Been feeling well?
Yep.
Good. School okay?
Yep.
Terrific.
Of the two major types of diabetes, type 1 is much less common than type 2. Only about 5 to 10% of diabetics have type 1. Type 2 diabetes is much more prevalent. 90 to 95% of all diabetics have type 2 diabetes. There are several risk factors for type 2 diabetes, including family history, high cholesterol,
You can open your hand if you'd like.
and high blood pressure. But the leading cause of type 2 diabetes is obesity. And 80 to 90% of people with this type of diabetes are overweight. Other risk factors include race and ethnicity. For example, we know that in the United States, African Americans, Hispanics, and Native Americans are 2 times more likely to develop type 2 diabetes than Caucasians.